as a team, I will put a separate pot to the side.
The Isaiah Stewart Fund.
The Isaiah Stewart Fund. I know he's going to get texts. I know he'll get fined. And I'm cool with that because he's doing it for us. Yo, peace. Welcome back to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. I'm Carmelo Anthony here with my co-host.
My name is Kazeem Famuyide. You know what it is. You can call me Kaz.
And it's your boy, the Kid Mero, baby. The human do-rag flap. You know what this is. It's a Wave Originals presented by FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA La Liga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we back, baby. You know what I'm saying? Gang.
Yes.
You know what I mean? How we
Fresh
feeling?
out the IG comments. We back, yo. I was like, yo, if I get one more, where's Mero under my page?
Not too much on my man, yo. Not too much on my man. Stole him out. Like
we
Champ said,
we
stole
here.
him out.
It's love.
Stole him out.
It's
Stole
gang,
him out.
bro. Come on, B. You know what I'm saying? It's a team effort out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I mean? I always used to tell that shit to my 6th graders. I'm telling it to y'all. Because y'all be acting like 6th graders in the comments. Okay? Chill out. Because, you know, Champ will respond. You know me.
Dog.
I got the 100-round drum on my shit. I'm ready to go.
Dog, your comments is crazy, but your comments in the IGs, because
I communicate.
the timing of it, so clearly in my head, I'm thinking like, Melo's off of four pulls of the sour. Like, I'm in the IG comments. I was like, yo, he was not letting it live. But I love that, man. That's
Check the timestamps too, B. If you catch me 3:02 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get spicy on you. You know what I mean?
Yo, dangerous to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn comment section.
you know
I
what I
love
mean?
it though, man. We got the most engaged audience in sports,
Shout
bro.
out to the
Nah, they
bro.
good, man. They be talking shit though.
I love it.
I can't wear all them hats. It's too, man. I give free game. You know what I'm saying? I just give information and converse.
I mean, look,
Sometimes I say random shit.
We all do. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
we all do, but then here comes a bunch of no disrespect to our lovely commenters and people frolic in there, but
Shout out to y'all.
I mean, it's the part when they try to tell you about basketball stuff. And I'm like, I'm willing to guess. I mean, like the percentage that this random IG commenter knows more about basketball or the basketball experience than a future Hall of Famer. That's the part where I'm just like,
Those are the ones you get.
you gotta respond.
You
gotta
get
say
LOL.
Lowercase.
It's
Boop,
LOL.
boop, boop.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I respect your opinion. That's what LOL.
Okay.
That's what LOL means. I respect you. I respect your opinion. Respectfully.
You got it, champ.
You got it, champ. So we got it now, champ.
That's so ill to me, bro. Because like as a non-professional athlete, dog, it's like I would have fixed my face to be like, yo, this is what you should be doing, and this is what you need to be saying. And
But it's good though, because it like keeps me on my toes too.
Right.
You know what I mean? It keeps me sharp to see what other people is actually how they really feel.
as media,
And
man.
I just want them to know that there's times that I would like to engage in those conversations. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that.
See, you know what?
We just want to go back. You know what I mean? I want to hear your opinion. Like I want to give you my take and, you know. Anyway, to start us off, man, I have some exciting news to share.
Yes, sir.
Can I get a drum roll? 7 p.m. in Brooklyn has been nominated for this year's Webby Awards.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Our Method Man episode from season 1 is a nominee in the podcast featured guest category. Shout out to my guy Meth, who's a 7 p.m. family member. Shout out to the fans. But we need you guys. But thank you for rocking with us, man. And to help us win this Webby People's Voice Award for the podcast featured guest category, cast your vote at vote.webbyawards.com. Voting is open now through Thursday, April 17th. So go vote. Again, that's vote.webbyawards.com.
Come on, you already said, bro. Use all your emails. You know what I'm saying? All of them shits. Use your dummy shit, your work joint. You know what I mean? Like your joint that you be using for Pornhub comments. All of them. Every single one. Vote.
We need all that energy, man. We got the most intense, you know what I mean, comment section in all of basketball podcast world. So take all that energy, go to the Webby Awards, make
That's
sure
a
we
fact.
win that, man. You know, that's we put on some quality content, man. We should be awarded for such. So,
Come on, son. Let me
And also, we allow the comments. You get what I'm
That
saying?
is
Like
true.
we want y'all to
Facts.
the more you comment, the more we feel a little bit more engaged to our tribe. You know
Listen,
what I mean? So
unless you
talk
said
to
something
us.
crazy, your comment has never been deleted. You know what I'm saying? We're a very democratic show over here.
And you should know what crazy is at this point. In time.
Yo, facts.
you know that line not to cross. But in any case, man, yo, shout out to Kiyan, Luha basketball for winning the Throne National Championship this past weekend at American
Facts.
Dream Mall
sir.
in New Jersey. The Throne is the biggest high school national championship in America, and Kai made the 2025 All-Throne team and led all scorers in points with 17.7 points per game. Melo, we saw you front row on NBA TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Taking in the championship. First off, congrats to Kai.
Come on
of
now.
course.
Give it up.
big shouts out to Kyle. Big shouts out to Luhai.
The young God.
Yeah, you gotta be proud, man. How was the weekend like watching that unfold?
It was dope because it was, it was like NBA family. You know what I mean? It was a PA, you know what I'm saying, who actually put the tournament on. And shout out to Danny Green and those guys. Like,
Yep.
they that whole team, Dan, all of those guys, they did a hell of a job with like just putting that together. Like the setup was crazy. It was inside of a American Dream Mall. Like, you know what I mean? So it was like put the court down and the way that they had the fans there. It was a real good environment, good weekend environment. It was like a pre-March Madness, environment in high school situations. So it was dope, man. I'm just enjoying this shit.
It's funny because watching you watch Kai is like a different Melo than watching you, like, for example, like the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of photos of you like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Slow motion.
I get like that sometimes. I
You know
get
what
like
I'm
that
saying?
a lot of times with Kai.
You get that like that with Kai,
Yeah.
but you're more like reserved. Is that on
Like
purpose for him to see like, yo, I'm not wilding on the sideline. You see me.
Nah,
Unless it's something
like,
crazy.
it get to a point where he be like, yo, what you looking like that for? Like,
Yo, turn up.
Yo,
turn
why you
me up.
staring like that? Why you looking like that? Like, but it don't be that. The way I look at games is a lot different. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like that tournament for me was like, first game was, I wasn't expected to win every game, but we was expected to win every game. I mean, when you the top 2-3 team in the country, like arguably number one, every game you should expect to win the game. So for me, I was just looking at that tournament like, all right, they ain't playing 3.5 weeks. They've been practicing, but it's different in the game. First game, I want to see the work that you've been putting in. I want to see the offense. I want to see the team. I want to see you compete the first game. I don't miss shots and all that. That's cool. Compete. Now, second game, now you're in the Final Four. Now it's better teams. Now it's a step up to the team that you got to play. So now I want to see how you come back on the back-to-back now and like when you really got to lock in, right? So I was just cool the first 2 games. I'm telling them little stuff and talking to the team. I still do that. But then Thursday, like something, I mean, the third day, it kicks in. For me, it kicks in. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I know you have a chance to go win something. Like it's so that competitiveness kicks in for me. And I'm like, I'm real intense I'm not intense when I talk to them, but like now it's, we talking winning now. You know what I mean? So my conversations with you, the way that I lock in with you is a lot different because I feel like I'm about to go out there and play. So those are the games you see me a little bit more.
There was a moment
Intense,
out there.
you know what I mean?
I think Kai had a step back or a side step 3 or something and walked up the baseline. And, Kai, he don't get too animated.
Nah, he don't.
So
He don't.
Seeing him get animated and you react off of that, I was like, oh, man. Like, especially a couple of weeks ago, talking about the McDonald's game. And say, we're going to see a lot of these guys in this tournament. You don't just go out and perform. He's MVP of the whole thing and then win it all. That's got to feel at least a little bit of.
Yeah, I'm for him. You know what I mean. For him, I want him to experience that. Like for me, it's I get the game. I know how this goes. So for him, I want him to have those experiences. Like go through. You finishing up high school, so if you got a chance to win something that's meaningful, go do it. And if you got a chance to play well, then go do it. You know what I mean. My message to him was like, you got 4 or 5 games left. Like you got 4 games left in your high school career. So like let's lock in. Let's utilize this tournament to get right. And now we got the national championship next week, so that'd be my mindset. You know what I mean? But I'm like that with all the kids though. You know what I mean? Not just him. Like I'm like that with maybe sometimes I don't even talk to him in the game. Like I'm talking to the other guys because I want to win just as bad as they want to win.
And you're just your presence there is just it means a lot to all the kids anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just with not just you being Kaz's dad, but just sheer basketball knowledge of something you see on the court. Like,
yeah,
why
and it's
wouldn't you
also a
share it
sound
with them?
stage though. It's also like a sounding board too. Like I can relate to everything that you ever going to go through in a high school level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all the same hurdles. It's just at different levels. You know what I mean? At this level, it's more you got to pay a little bit more close attention to the mental state of a lot of the players and where they at. You got to check up on them. You got to holler at them. You got to, you know what I mean? So like, that's my role.
It's tournament time, man. It's getting close to the natty.
Oh, can't wait to talk about this.
We're very close to the natty.
Good time,
You know what I'm saying?
Good time of the year
what I
right
mean?
here.
Yo, listen, man. I was at the Sweet 16 game, Arizona Duke. I was fucked up,
Yeah,
dog.
fried.
I was in there fucked.
I was following the wall on
Dog,
socials. I was like, yo, man, fried chicken.
Yo, I heard the Future song in my head. Boy, I'm fried. I'm fucked up, nigga.
Yeah,
yo,
I'm
but what I
fucked up.
did remember was Cooper Flagg balling the fuck out and
Yes.
Duke balling the fuck out. And now they knocked off Alabama, who I saw rout BYU that night, and they advanced to the Final Four this weekend. Cooper's having a crazy season and was just named the NABC National Player of the Year. He's leading Duke in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, minutes played, autographs, kisses, NIL bread, Corvettes in the driveway, commercials, chicken nuggets, Uber Eats orders, everything. If Duke wins the national championship, where do you put him in the Duke Pantheon of, you know what I'm saying? Duke Hoopers, Dukies, as UNC fans like to call them.
He gets in the small room at least.
He get to the small room easy with that win. Like he on his way. You know what I mean? He close to the table. They got their own table, him
And that small room is like,
Zion and those guys, that's their table.
but the
like,
small room is like
the
Grant
small
Hill.
room is Grant Hill, Christian, Bobby, JJ.
Yeah.
Like these are the small room. He can be that guy at that table.
Woo,
Like I
Cooper.
mean, he lead in every statistical category.
That's nuts.
And like it's I enjoy watching him play. You know what I mean? Like because he just impacts the game at a totally high level. Like he don't have to score, but he can score if he wants. You know what I mean? He's scoring so many different ways. Cutting to the basket, transition, block shots, weak side block shots. He's 6'9" with length, can play defense.
Yeah.
You know, his J will come like that'll happen. He can knock it down,
It ain't
but not
bad now.
consistently.
Right,
But
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
That's
he
just reps.
play defense. Like he's impressive. Like
I seen him punch some shit.
he's very impressive to watch as a player, but also a player at that age.
I mean, Mero,
You don't see that. Like you don't see, and when you watch him, you see the bounce.
Yeah.
Like you see the pop that he have. You see the quick twitches that, you know what I mean, playing in the passing lane and weak side blocks and defending on the wing and coming back blocking and getting back out, closing out, chesting up, like walling up.
Yeah.
Like that takes a different type of motor and energy to do. He's special, man.
It's like he know where he going even when he don't know where he's going. You know what I'm saying? Like
And he's still figuring it out.
He's just got a great feel for the game so early. He should be a high school senior right now.
Yeah.
right.
Like he reclassed early to get to Duke, and he's clearly the best player in the country.
Yeah.
And you know, Melo, you should know of all times, like especially around this time of the year during March Madness, if there's a freshman leading a team to the Final Four, you're kind of like the blueprint of freshman seasons.
Facts.
And you know, Cooper Flagg is. You talk about the Duke room, how small that is. The even smaller room is those freshmen that took their teams to national championships. It's yourself, Anthony Davis. Hit me in the comments if I'm forgetting somebody.
not too many in the name.
Magic
Not
did
too
it,
many.
right?
Magic, right? Like
Yeah.
that's
That's
the
going
room.
back. Yeah.
Cooper Flagg could have a similar run by the end of this weekend. What have you seen that's sort of reminiscent of your run that you've seen with Cooper Flagg this week?
I think they was already a good team, right? And I think they complete at this moment. Like they have no holes in their offense or their defense. Like in their game period, there's no holes in there. Like you have to be on it and almost perfect.
Mm-hmm.
In execution, you have to be perfect. And they shut you down in different ways. And him, like the way that you could just move him around the court, right? Like he's dominant. You know what I mean? He takes over a game without scoring the ball, shooting the three. Like he dominates the game.
It's not like he's out there getting 40 a game.
You don't see that.
Right.
Like you don't see with an 18-year-old kid dominating like that. Like you rarely see it. You know what I mean? But also dominating to the point where you have a chance to go win it. Like you're leading your team to a national championship. Like you said, that window gets smaller and smaller and smaller. You had guys like KD who had phenomenal freshman season. Michael Beasley, phenomenal freshman season. Like these are guys who had real seasons. You know what I mean? As freshmen, they didn't win, unfortunately, but these are who we talking about, the best of some of the best AIs, and like these are some of the best of the bests that have freshman years. But to go out there and lead and win, it puts you in a different category.
Even the players that had great freshman Duke seasons, like the Zion Williamson freshman
they
year,
all did. Everybody who
Irving.
came through Duke had, it was supposed to have a good freshman season, had a really good freshman season. It's just, it don't equate. But the fact that John Shire put that, the way he orchestrated that roster,
right?
You know what I mean? With that collective money.
I mean, but I mean
that plays a part though. Like
it has to.
It plays a part. Like when you can play in that pool like that, you understand how to swim. You get what I'm saying?
Right. No, facts.
You see who can swim and you see who can't swim.
Right.
And that's a part of why their success. Not to say that their talent and his coaching and the culture don't play a part, but if in this day and age, if I can play in a pool of money like this, in a situation where I don't have to worry about recruiting and I don't have to worry about, shortchanging somebody and like, you come to me, I'm gonna give you what you want.
Right.
But I have that opportunity to do it and more. Right. Wow. So it's just, is that on top of the culture? Is that on the history, the success, the name of the school? It's all of the above with that.
I mean, the way you mention it is like the transparency of, we're not going to play the recruiting games that we've done in the past. It's like you got an agent. You got money.
Everybody has an agent.
Like,
everybody has an agent.
Yeah.
You have to have an agent today.
Yeah.
It's almost like
you talk about money.
You're professional. You're a professional.
Yeah. Like, so let's stop. So to that point,
I
know we jumped around, but to that point, like, take the student out of it. And they no more students.
Yeah.
Like they are professional athletes at this point in time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they're getting paid to go out there and do a job at this point in time.
You can go to class if you want.
You can go to class. Class is extra. It's extra credit.
Extra credit for life.
It's extra credit.
Yeah.
All that shit. No class is extra credit.
That's true.
And I know they're gonna take this, but I'm saying it in a real way. Like them classes at this point is extra credit.
I mean,
these guys are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars in college to go perform. And if you don't perform, there's no more money coming into that situation.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
and you're talking, all right, so you're talking about the people who's making like real big money, but like even just
everybody's making money.
But even just looking through the Final Four teams, a lot of those teams are comprised of players who have already bounced around for multiple high D1 programs.
That's why they're getting bread.
It really feels like free agency, which
that's why it makes it a professional league.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
But if you want to get control of it, if it's gonna be a it can't be semi. Like you paying these kids millions of dollars. You are professional, no matter what.
Right.
You have to figure out a way to bookend it though, and control it in a sense, right? Get these kids contracts. You got a contract with the school, with the university, right? Because the university could pay you now. The universities could pay you directly now.
Right.
Right? So it's like, do a deal with the school. I'm going to do a 2-year deal with Syracuse. Boom. All right. Not me personally, but like thinking, I'm going to do a 2-year deal with Cuse. Do a 2-year deal with you know what I mean? Alabama. Do a 2-year deal with y'all. So now the money that I'm investing into programming into the collective in the university, I get to see at least some part of development in 2 years, to where I can feel comfortable enough to be like, you know what, man, that was a good one. Let me throw something else in the pot.
Like incentives.
It has to be incentivized, because if you keep giving, the prices that people are asking for now is fucking insane.
All right, so boom. Like this, right?
Like the kid from St. John's,
RJ,
yeah.
I don't know the situation. I know the number that he's asking for.
Sheesh.
And it's like,
bro, he'll make that on Dykeman, bro. I just gotta say.
I'm about to say, what's the number?
I'm using him because I know he put his name in the portal, but there's other guys that's out there who are asking for these numbers that is fucking crazy. Yeah. We talking not 500,000, not 750, not $1 million. Like, we talking real deals. 5 million, like 4 million, 3 million. Like, we talking these numbers.
Crazy numbers. So that being said,
dude, I gotta sign. You gotta sign a contract.
You gotta sign a contract. Yeah. The only schools that's gonna give you $5 million is not.
The SEC schools. The SEC schools are gonna pay the bread because they got that football money too.
So, off of that logic, are the mid-majors cooked, bro? How do you attract talent?
The mid-major is talent. Talent is talent, and you know what I mean. Just you gotta know everybody is gonna get paid. So talent is talent, and you're gonna get paid for your talent. That it is what it is. That's the nature of the game. The mid-majors, they need to figure out what they're gonna do.
I think it's over.
I don't think it's over. It's not over. They don't got the bread. It's not over. We just said
a rolling team.
Should I hold this for GM Melo? What the shit is? Okay.
Nah, we good.
Okay. So, because I think about this shit all the time. It is like the mid-majors, they have to figure it out. They have to all get together and figure out a way how to make their own super conference. Right? Super conference with kind of regions and divisions, and figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't play the game with them, the power conferences. You can't play that game with them.
Florida.
So let them do what they're going to do. That power conference and that shit is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. It's happening. So you're going to get lost in the shuffle, right? Look how they just walked out on the Pac-12. Look how that shit is almost dismantled now. They got to figure it out. It ain't no more Pac-12 no more.
It's gone.
It ain't gone. The brand is still there, but it's like a couple teams in there. You get what I'm saying? So what they're going to do, you can't compete, or your teams is going to leave for football reasons. So all the mid-majors and all that need to come together, figure out their own shit, figure out their own tournament, because they got the fan bases. The mid-majors got the fan bases. So you can't compete no more because of the money.
But you said it with the money though, right? Like, even if you get all those conferences together and get players together, say they have one kid on the mid-major who has a great team, the first thing that's going to happen is some big SEC school is going to write a check and be like, yo,
that's fine.
Hit that portal.
That's fine. That's fine. But remember, I said 2-year deals. We doing 2-year deals. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't you come to this mid-major. I'm going to help you get to where you want, but come rock with me for right now.
Right.
You want to get there, you ain't going to get there right now. If that's your goal, cool. Come out here, rock with me on the mid-major, go kill. If you that good, they going to come see you. Eventually, they gonna come see you.
Damn.
That's how it goes. So it's like you got to figure it out. While they figured it out, how to take care of the major schools and the big conferences, like these mid-major conferences, and all them presidents and ADs, and they better get together.
I think it's smoked, dog. I think they cooked.
Nah, I don't think they cooked. I don't think they cooked.
You know what I'm saying? You hire
because no matter what, you still have all of those tournaments, those conference tournaments.
The tournaments are great,
right? But and
when it comes to the big show, when it comes to the big tournament, we just seen it. All the number one seeds advance. There wasn't no big Cinderellas.
When the last time one of them teams did something in the tournament, won anything in the tournament.
Not win the whole thing.
It's unfortunate for them, but they're not going to ever be in position to win a national championship. So instead of me fighting every year to just get to the tournament and putting that on my resume, I got to the tournament 5 years straight and lost 5 rounds straight.
Right.
Nah. I'd rather go have an opportunity to win something. Like, let me have an opportunity to win my own tournament over here with the mid-majors.
So you think they should do what college football did and just have like their own like bowl system and be like,
hell yeah,
let's have the mid-major bowl.
Absolutely.
Like,
okay.
You gotta have your own shit. You gotta have your own conferences over here. Y'all gotta be under your own shit. Because them big schools, they don't want to bring the mid-major schools along. So you're gonna get left out.
Just hire 7 p.m. consulting, B. We'll figure it all out for you. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but this is what's happening like every single day.
But also now with the advent of like, you know, shout to FanDuel, you know what I mean? Apps like that. A mid-major bowl could be something that, you know, attracts dollars, attracts eyeballs. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna have March Madness and FanDuel February.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, all the mid-majors just have
delete that shit, bro. Because we trademarking that shit on camera, bro.
Trademark that shit right now. You have all the mid-majors in their own little joint.
But see, all it takes, like, I'm not gonna say all it takes. That makes it sound very simple, but it takes somebody top level to actually see the vision of that. Right. And it takes a brand to come in and stamp that. It takes a brand like a FanDuel to come in. I'm not saying them, I'm just using them. A brand like a FanDuel to come in and give that a whole nother experience for that tournament. It takes somebody like a Google to come in and say, hey, we have this idea of how we can make this work, and we want to put our name on that. Right. It's gonna take something of that nature,
right?
Amazon or somebody of that to come in and really do that. No mid-major brand should jumpstart that whole mid-major. Okay. You know what I mean? Right, it has to be somebody who's going to
collective shit. Right.
All right.
They got to be linear. Yeah. Everything got to be linear with that. So it got to be Google, YouTube. You know what I mean? Somebody like
somebody with enough FU money to be like,
but understands and want to be want to be into sports. Though, you know what I mean? Right. Like who's into sports or want to be a part of the sport.
It'll probably be like a streaming joint. You said Amazon. Like anybody who wants to get into the sports field and like just seeing just how all of our big 4 sports are moving towards streaming. It'll take like a Netflix or Amazon to be like, yo, we're gonna do our own like tournament to like support the mid-majors, support the whatever, and like this is where we're all gonna watch it on. And it's like, it's got to be a company who like really believes in basketball culture like that though, because you're probably not gonna get, you know, the real incentive of just investing in like the Kentuckys or the Dukes or all that type of stuff. It has to be like a big company to really be like, for the spirit of basketball, we have to do this.
But how many major companies are a part of a university? You know what I mean? Or a part, it's not. Even when you look at the tournaments, like it's like certain sponsors of
that's what I'm saying.
So if somebody come in and really stamp an idea and a concept and have a real concept to how this whole mid-major market could actually make more money for themselves and for everybody else. Because right now, if you make it to the tournament from a mid-major, win your conference, win the championship, you get a little bit of money for the first round and shit like that, which is good for the school, obviously. But what if we have an opportunity to go do something else and go play for the NIL tournament or just play for a pot of $2 million or $3 million and like the winning team get the $3 million. Like, those are the type of experiences that the mid-majors should actually start thinking about.
Like the football shit, bro. Like, it was to your point, like the football shit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about San Diego State Tech versus, you know what I mean, Arizona A&M.
But you would.
But I'm watching it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's the Dorito Tostito Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And the spread is 35.5, and I wonder why.
You know what I'm saying? Got 50% off Doritos.
You know what I'm saying? And I get free tacos, you know what I'm saying? If they cover. You know what I'm saying? So that shit influences it too now. You know what I mean? Because it's a different game.
It's nasty out there. It's getting nasty. They better hurry up before, you know, the Middle East Start figuring out the college game. You know what I mean? The college business. You better hurry up.
Riyadh season brand on their joint. It's over.
That's what I'm saying.
They're coming to get it.
We not us particular, but like we as a NCAA under the roof.
Right.
We better figure it out. And
if you think they can't figure it out, folks, just look what's happening to boxing. That's all you gotta say.
Boxing, UFC, wrestling, basketball, and like
and Google those numbers.
Look at football. I just seen something earlier that the Ravens just locked in a deal over in the UK for like that's our UK home base, and like these NFL teams is in Brazil and over.
Oh, the Knicks, they got Abu Dhabi on their chest. Like, come on, man. Like,
shit is international.
It's out of here, man.
Think about this. We gonna move on after this.
Yeah, we got to.
Think about.
We gonna shut the cameras off.
No, I'm sorry, because I get going about this topic. Imagine if, just use Syracuse for an example. If Syracuse came out with Macron, we know who Macron is, right?
Yeah.
How big a company Macron is. If Syracuse came out with a Macron patch, it's out of here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now you start the trend on a college level. NBA fought it for so long. Now they getting 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 20 million for patches.
It's like a phone call.
It's like you have to find ways to generate more money, and you have to think outside the box. So that's enough for my goddamn college basketball.
You know what's crazy though?
You know what I mean?
It's funny to me because like certain jerseys, like if you throw on like a soccer jersey, that shit could say fucking McDonald's fucking honey hot wings on the front. And niggas like, yo, that shit is hard.
Right.
But if you put a tiny patch on the NBA, yo, that shit is crazy. Yo, get that shit off of the, yo, you desecrating the jersey. Bro, you wearing an Etihad Airlines jersey. Like, you look like you work for
airplanes.
Yeah,
bro.
like you
What are we
serving
doing?
Franks on the fucking plane, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it.
It's business.
Oh, man.
Help me understand.
This bracket season, FanDuel is letting you make the call because right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins.
That's $200 extra to bet on everything from clutch shots to last-second heartbreaks, you know what I mean? And even who's cutting down the nets, baby.
If you've been waiting to join, then there's no better time. There's tourney action almost every day, and FanDuel has amazing bet types like spreads, totals, game props, and so much more.
The men's and women's Final Four are locked, y'all. You know what I mean? Make your picks. It's all number one seeds on the men's side, Florida versus Auburn and Houston versus Duke. Who you got going and who's going to win it?
Florida, Duke championship.
And the winner is?
I would say Florida.
Shout out to Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Al Horford, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dominicans in general, you know what I'm saying? Like myself. And for the ladies, the South Carolina, the Gamecocks, and versus number one Texas, and UCLA versus number 2 UConn.
Ooh.
What's the predictions there?
I think South Carolina gets Texas, and I think UCLA might get UConn.
So South Carolina, UCLA, who's winning that?
South Carolina. Yeah, I just think, they're just very, very fucking good.
Yeah, they are. Shout out to Don Stanley, man. You got a squid on.
If you've got your own predictions in mind, head over to FanDuel and lock in your bets.
Listen, just visit FanDuel.com/7PM and get in on the college hoops action all tourney long, man. Come on.
If you love watching players get buckets, then you're going to love this promo from DoorDash. This season, Dash Pass members will receive a special promotion every time a player scores 50 points or more in the game during the regular season.
All right, listen up, because this is a Dash Pass members only deal. So sign up today and save more all year round with $0 delivery fees and reduced service fees on eligible orders.
The offer is as follows. Listen up. When any player scores 50 or more points in the game during the 24-25 NBA regular season, Dash Pass members save 50% on an order the next day, up to $10 off. So lock in now so you can take part in this deal.
Make sure you use the promo code NBA50 the day after the 50-point game. The offer is valid with use of promo code from noon to midnight the day after the 50-point game on eligible orders at participating merchants. You must have an active Dash Pass account. Terms apply.
With the regular season winding down, some players will need to have big games to keep their team in the hunt. So sign up for Dash Pass today for your chance to take part in this exclusive DoorDash deal. They swoosh, you know you save.
We go from the college to the pros now. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP favorite for most of the NBA season. His team is first in the West. He's averaging 35.3 points per game in March.
Sheesh.
His first signature shoe out with Converse is due this fall, and he just appeared in Drake's latest music video for Nokia. Is
Shout out.
SGA having the season of his life?
Baby girl.
Yes. He's
Absolutely.
He's in his video vixen era now, so
He's
He's ripping for Toronto.
he's about to stack years
yeah.
of like what we seeing.
Being that
This
dude.
is like the beginning of a run for him.
He's
You
gonna have the
just,
white
you
hat
can
on
just
for a
see
minute.
it. It's a
Yeah.
different bop. It's a different confidence. It's a different step. It's a different walk. Like, so you know, I walk like a ball player. Like he got that.
Uh-huh.
He's stacking years over. He's gonna stack some years.
If I had to
And
put,
playing at this level, he's gonna stack some years.
if I had to put some bread down like today about who's winning the chip, like I'd pick the Thunder. Like they'd be my favorites if I had to put some money down.
Mm.
He wins an NBA championship. Does that like catapult him? You talk about he's about to have a run,
Mhm.
and a run could mean a lot in basketball terms. But when you doing the music video, you got the signature shoe, you win a championship, you MVP, you lead the league.
I'm talking about basketball run. I'm just saying,
Okay,
like talent wise, like skill set, playing, development. Like we're gonna see him stack years of like he's found his groove.
Okay.
And we're gonna see this for a window
Right.
over the next couple of years.
Oh, he's unbelievable to watch, bro.
But go ahead.
He's unbelievable to watch. He's just like I've never seen him like struggle offensively.
I was
Like,
about to
he'll have
say,
some
bro.
off nights.
Everything looks effortless.
Everything looks just effortless, bro. Like he doesn't like I don't know if the man sweats or whatnot. Like he just gets into whatever shot he needs to take so easily.
Mm-hmm.
And he may get a little bit of a friendly whistle here and there. But like it doesn't negate the fact that like this dude just plays at a pace that like nobody could slow him up, speed him up, slow him down. And he just gets buckets for a team who probably going to be good for not just now. You talk about he's about to have a run. That Thunder team is built to be good for a long time.
Yeah,
like, they don't
man.
seem like they're going anywhere. And like there's like a doomsday scenario where they could even get the number one pick in this year's draft, which would be like to spend all that time talking about Cooper Flagg. There's an outside chance where like that dude ends up on the Thunder.
That's nuts.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but SGA, man, he's the face of all that, and he's probably going to be the MVP this year. What player does he remind you of? Like
SGA?
like, yeah,
Oh, you good for these?
I'm good for these.
You play a wild comp.
He has a little D Wade, like
I can see that.
the shiftiness, like the pace, you know, like the way that he know when to take off, he know when to speed up, he know when to shot fake, he know how to get to his spots. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna speed him up. He gonna
Right.
take whatever you give him. You send me left, I'm going left. I got something for that.
Yeah,
You get what I mean? You send me right. I may not want to go right as much as I want to go left, but I can go right.
I got something for you.
I'm gonna come back get to my left. So it's just like the way that when you talking about the poise of like not speeding somebody up, like you don't see that. You know what I mean? So to find your pace in the league, once you find your pace, it's hard for somebody to speed you up out of that pace.
Yo, SGA reminds me of like, and I know this is an unfair comparison because it's not real, but like he reminds me like if Penny Hardaway never got hurt. Like them first couple years when Penny like broke out as a part of the Magic, and like those after first retirement Jordan years where everyone's like, yo, Penny might be the motherfucker.
He's next.
Yeah, Penny. I was like because of
Just like
the
play
height.
style,
Yeah,
the height,
the length,
yeah.
play style, the frame, the position. You know,
Right.
point guard. But like, yeah, Penny had that pace. You know what I'm saying? It's
Like a
Penny was a
smoothness.
point guard too. though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Penny was a dish. I'm not saying Shai not, but like Penny was a real pass first point guard.
Of course,
You know what
of
I'm saying?
course.
That can go get to it. Shai is somebody who, you know, it's like it's weird to say, but we haven't seen nothing like that. It's a lot of shit that's happening now that we haven't seen before.
Right.
We haven't seen shit that Shai is doing.
Yeah.
We just haven't seen it. We've seen people score the ball. We've seen people get to it. We saw James and his run that he had. Like you don't see this type of shit. Like, you don't see nobody playing like that style of play within the offense. Like, the team is really good, and he's still effective. He's efficient and effective on being on a great team. That's hard to do. Most guys was, they out there to do one thing. But I got the ball on my hand now, and I still got to be efficient with myself. I got to make sure everybody else is efficient. So I don't think we've seen it before, and that's not to say that, a knock at anybody else, but we just haven't seen.
It's hard to
we
find
saw
the real,
pieces of that. Like we've seen pieces of that, but he is the evolution of a Penny Hardaway, of a D-Wade all mixed together. You know what I mean? He's a
2.0.
He's that, and he's James a little bit. You get what I'm saying? He's James Harden a little bit when it comes to the creativity of how he scored, how he get buckets, how he get fouled, how he utilizes. You know what I mean? The referees, like
he's
an evolution, bro.
He's an evolution, and he's a product of what the game is right now too.
Yeah. He's a modern, he's a modern day, just something different. Like, this is an athlete, and I think we're gonna start seeing probably a little bit more after this of that type. You know what I'm saying? As we get it further along.
I was gonna say, you just answered the question I was about to ask. Like, going forward, you think these younger dudes coming in to the league are gonna have like that base of knowledge? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Melo used to hit this move, and this one used to hit this move, and this one used to hit this move. All that is now I got all that to look back on and watch and study and add to my game. You know what I'm saying? So as like you're talking about evolution of the player, these dudes are gonna get way more and more skilled as time progresses because of the foundation that keeps getting laid over and over again.
That would, like, my thing would be towards the trainers then, like the people who's training these guys, because the player don't know what they go work out on what the trainer tell them to work out on. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes the trainer is connected to the team, so the team will say, "Hey, I want to see Kaz work on." You know what I mean? Coming off a pick, or I want to see Kaz, get better at the 45-degree angle three, or I want to, you know what I mean? It's, they'll tell the trainer what they think they want you to get better at. So the player really don't. He know, but he really don't know. He gonna work on what they want him to work on.
All right, coach.
So that conversation would be towards all the trainers. Like, you can't alleviate that part of the skill set, because you need that skill set. And most trainers that's out there who really understands the game and know the knowledge and the history of how to develop, and that's a major piece in the developmental program right there. So you can't get rid of that. You know what I mean? So my thing would be with the trainers, like, you have to constantly talk to the trainers who's actually trying to get away from that too. Right? But most trainers, when you go work out, the basketball trainers, you working on very specific situations and things.
You kind of made, I'm probably giving you a lot of credit, probably more credit than I probably should, but you kind of made NBA trainers popping a little bit, right? Like, Chris Brickley being the guy that like you work out with, and just being somebody who's so like skill oriented. I think a lot of people saw those workouts on IG with you and Brick, and those Lifetime workouts when he was Hoodie Melo and all that type of stuff. Like, being able to like know that, okay, I'm gonna train for the team, but this individual bag that I have is so important. You know what I mean? Like, it's my bread and butter here. And I think, I don't know who was in the league, but I'm sure if you poll a lot of people around that time, that's all we watched of you, was that working out with those trainers and being able to know and specifically pinpoint, okay, this guy's going to make sure that I can do X, Y, and Z in addition to whatever the team is asking me to do as a leader. So like, how important is that, is making sure like that trainer, individual trainer and basketball player relationship is with the team you're playing for?
It's important. I think it should be that triangle offense. Like, it should be, because the team, you work for the team, right? Okay. So the team is the one who's saying what your role is on this team. And in this role, we understand that it requires this right here, X, Y, Z. So you have to be better at X, Y, Z. So now we all sit down with the trainer, the player, the team. What do you want to see from the player in the off season? Hey, we want to see him. We want to take his corner three up from 45% to 52%. Okay, cool. We gonna work on that. We want to see him better trail threes. Okay, I bet we gonna work on that. So that's the way it should be. When you go away from that is when now the trainer feel like he can do whatever he want to do, and the player's just in between. He don't know. So you working on shit that the trainer wants you to work on, but then when you get back to your situation, you ain't doing that type of shit.
Right. Okay.
So it's like, the trainers is always, I'm gonna answer your question, but the trainers should always train in like real life game type situations.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if I know tonight, or we playing, we got to work on the double team in the post, and we gonna work on that in training. If you know what I mean, and we gonna work on you jetting out the corner and coming off on a double pin down DHO. Like, we gonna work on that in real live situations. Right. So by the time you get on the court, it's muscle memory at that point. It's
second nature at that point.
You know what I mean? So then you add the little skill sets in there, because you need the foundation. Everybody needs a foundation.
Like Kat said, Hoodie Melo, man, like that shit was like a pop culture moment, bro. Yeah. Do you remember when you got name checked by Beyoncé for that?
Yeah.
What was that like? Because he was like, yo, that's B. That ain't just, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, you know what it is? I looked at it like it took me to get into a mindset for people to feel my energy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, people felt that energy of like Hoodie Melo. Like, it was just an energy that I was giving, you know what I mean? Giving off to people is a mindset. It's like I'm locked in. So it's like, if anybody who knows what it takes to get locked into something at those levels, like, you understand, if you watching that, it's like, oh shit, man, Champ locked in. Like, nah, he locked in. You could tell, like, you get what I'm saying? So now, if that's your environment, if that's the conversation that's around you, and you go into the studio, you know what I mean? Like, you talking about your environment that's around you. So shout out to B for that, and shout out to her environment. You get what I'm saying? Because that had to be a part of the conversation or the topic of discussion at a time when she was about to record the song. You know what I mean? But I just think that's good energy to see. Like, damn, this nigga locked in. Like, Melo's locked in. Damn, I want to get to I feel like this. Like,
It's one of the greatest NBA alter egos of all time.
Yo,
man.
yeah.
Like, it's a small...
A couple.
You talk about small rooms in there. There's Untucked Kyrie. There's Zero Dark 30 Braun. You know what I mean? Hoodie Melo's
right there, dog. You know what I'm saying? Right at the round table. You know what I'm saying? And we was talking about being locked in, but you know who's locked out of the Memphis Grizzlies facility is motherfucking Taylor Jenkins, the head coach.
Welcome back, man. Welcome
back. He said, damn, I got cut. Yo, with just 9 games left in the season, they fired Taylor Jenkins. There was reports that the move was made to help optimize Ja Morant. As the Grizzlies were running, like we were saying earlier off camera, less pick and roll based offense. For Ja, what does he have to do to get his team right and get that status back? Because, you know what I mean? Before everything, blah, 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 whatever, Ja was him.
Must-see TV.
Yeah.
Every
just
night.
Entertainment. You know what I mean? If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. Shout out to Hobie. I keep forgetting his name. But, yeah, he was on that type of time. Like, just dunking on everybody, going crazy, game winners, all that shit.
What was their reason? There were reports that this move was made to help optimize.
Optimize. That's a crazy...
Optimize is the key word in this. Here we go. Law and Order.
Type C real quick.
So, like, we was explaining this off, kind of off camera. Like, early in the season when the Memphis got going, they was playing well. They was number 2 seed or something like that. They was up there. Ja gets hurt, right? Ja in and out the lineup now, in and out of games. He out for a minute, boom, boom. Now they got to figure out a way how to navigate without a Ja-dominated team, right? So what they do, hey, coach is like, hey, I got this bright idea. We're going to put Desmond Bane in the pick and roll. We're going to run the offense through him. We're going to run the offense through what's the lefty for Kennard?
Luke Kennard.
By the way, which are two really good pick and roll players, right?
Yes.
They're not Ja though, but they're really two good pick and roll players.
Right.
We're gonna run the offense. So now we get the flowing and we winning games with Ja being out.
Taking a secondary role.
He out. He out. Ja come back, play sometimes. I'm gonna play well, and sometimes I'm gonna play a secondary role. Now All-Star break comes. After the break, Ja's back. Shit ain't going right. I done did it. I done tried it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't play off the ball. I never played off the ball a day in my life. Why do you want to change something? Now, I understand this has been working while I was out and you had to switch shit up. I'm Ja Morant. This is Ja Morant we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He don't play off the ball. You don't put him in the corner. You don't have Ja sprinting corner. You don't have Ja off the ball. You don't have Ja coming off pin downs. Like,
right.
You can do pin downs and shit and ghost screens and all that shit for, quick screens for Ja, but you can't do that with him. That's not his game. He's effective with the ball in his hand. He's always been effective with the ball in his hand. And that's who he's always going to be. And I think it came a point in time where the coach he had to switch it up. He had to figure it out. And when keeping it real goes wrong. You know what I mean? It just you kept it so real, which was the right. I don't think you did nothing wrong in that sense, but now you getting your guy back and you still want to keep this same system. Nah. Come on, man. Get the ball back to Ja. So you wonder why Ja loses swag. People say he lost his swag and his aura and his bounce and his just his excitement. Yeah, this is new territory for me. This is new. I never did this type of shit. Right. I don't even know what this shit feel like over here. So I don't feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm not comfortable with being uncomfortable, and I shouldn't be that when this is my team.
Right.
I'm the point guard on this team. This is 12. Like, you know what I mean? Like, me. Come on. And I just think that a line of communication got cut off or got distorted or got, whatever happened, and he's not there no more.
As being, as we always say, the white hat, you know what I mean, when you was playing, what is your suspicion? You know what I'm saying? Is it like...
My suspicion is crazy. That's
you know what I'm saying?
What is your suspicion?
Like, we heard what they told us in the news.
Him downstairs.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Did the call come from inside the house?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Really
Is it like a situation? Remember the whole Dwight Howard, Stan Van Gundy shit?
Yeah.
Where it was like, I ain't trying to, bro, stop asking me if I'm trying to get him fired. And then Stan's like, man, this nigga trying to get me fired, bro. Like, that nigga, you know what time it is, you see it. Mm-hmm. Is it like one of those situations, but not as like messy as like a Jimmy Butler situation?
Nah.
Is it a front office from on high?
Yeah, I don't think it's a messy situation. I just think it's a front office situation.
Is it brand rehab? That's what I was saying earlier.
I mean, it could be a whole lot of things, but I don't think it's a messy situation. I just think it's a situation that they had to nip in the bud before it get a messy situation.
Right.
Right? And it's unfortunate that it's 5-7 games left in the season. They going in fifth place, going into the playoffs, and you make that move. That just tells you that, hey, look, we want to nip this in the bud before we even go into the postseason.
Mm.
Right? We need to optimize Ja the right way. You get what I'm saying? We not going into this postseason not optimizing Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Come on.
No. So we're going to get rid of that. And if that caused us to look bad for letting the man go and, on our way to the playoffs and getting ready for the playoffs, then, hey, we Memphis. Ain't nobody going to be mad at us. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're a little blimp on it. We're a little blip on the screen. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I dived into some Memphis fan base content over the week just to see what their temperature was, and they was ecstatic. Mm-hmm. Like they was throwing parties that Taylor Jenkins was get let go. But from the outside of Memphis, I think we all had the same sort of reaction. Like, damn, like there's a few games left in the season. Like you about to play the Lakers tonight. Like y'all in the playoffs. It's not like y'all out of contention. So it's like
this is weird.
That's a statement, though.
It is a statement.
It's a statement.
Yeah, where it's like no matter what you believe about basketball philosophy, firing anybody that close to the playoffs something happened, or you went to make a statement about something that was about to happen?
Yeah, it's a statement. It's a statement to let you know that, hey, this is our guy. Ja is our guy. He is going to be here in the future. This is who we have for our future and now. And we don't foresee this working to the point where we're going to have success anymore. I think we've reached our peak with both of y'all and you and the team. Great years, great success. It's unfortunate, but hey, this is what we got to do, because we got to focus on the playoffs and we got to focus on getting the best out of Ja Morant. We ain't going to get the best out of Ja Morant if he's playing coming off of pin downs.
Right. He
coming off floppies and shit. We ain't getting the best Ja Morant.
Not in the playoffs.
So the key word, man, optimize. How are we going to optimize Ja Morant? Because right now, he ain't being optimized the right way.
The optimization is not, it's not going.
It's not going.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's my thought. I just say random shit sometimes.
Be easy in the comments.
I say random shit sometimes.
So Ja's active.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? We talked a lot previously about Zion, him.
His draft mate.
Right. You know what I'm saying? 1 and 2. The best ability being availability. Zion not really being available. The situation in New Orleans, is he trying to get out of here via vignettes? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on over there? Now we get the news that he is out for the season, bro. He is down for the season. He has now officially played in only 214 out of a possible 492 games in his young but old career. And the Pelicans don't have a direction, it looks like, from the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? Fan perspective. Front office Melo, you know what I'm saying? GM Melo with the little shit on the desk. You know what I mean? Like President of Operations Melo. Does Zion get dealt this offseason? You know what I'm saying? Like, B.I. already got traded. Is it time to just blow this whole shit up? You know what I mean? Tank for Shador. Tank for Shador. Like, what? Yeah.
Well, first of all, let me clarify. Let me put some context to out for the season. There's only like 4 games left.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So like let's
out for the season,
let's contextualize. Let's contextualize that. Right? It's like it's 3-4 games left for the season.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. They 14 and 70 something. Like, it's 14 and, I don't know, 68.
And they want some more ping pong balls, man. Let's stop playing around.
Like, what am I going? Like, what is he going to play for? The last, just pride, and I get it if you want to play, but it ain't worth it.
Yo, that's
it's not worth it because y'all not putting nothing into it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That doesn't mean anything. Let the young guys go out there and play. Let them play the whole game. Like, it's over for Zion this year. So yeah, I think you have to figure that situation out. I mean, you have to put real feelers out for Zion, like real serious feelers out for Zion. But you might be surprised the amount of feelers that come back.
Oh, he's still hooping.
That
don't
don't.
on the court.
That don't?
That don't.
Oh, that aren't going to trade for him.
Yes, that don't want to. They don't trust it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's going to be a lot of those situations. It's going to be a lot of convincing when it comes to dealing and being on a conversation with other teams and other people. That's one group. Then you have a group who is really going to be very, very interested in figuring out how they can make this happen. Now, it may not be the situation that he think he would go to, but I don't think he have a situation that he want to go to.
Well, he wanted to be a Knick for, depending on who you ask or what reports you read.
We always talk about the Knicks on here. You know
always,
what I mean? Like,
always.
It's you really have to think about it. Like, you talking about GM now. Like, if you what are you giving up for Zion? If, you know what I mean? Like, what are you giving up? You have to really think about that. And not no bullshit. Like, you really got to give up something that's real. You know what I mean? You got to give something that's groundbreaking because he demands that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to really think about
still
the situation. Yeah, of course.
I think so.
Of course.
I mean, he was still putting up like 25 a game this year. He just only played like a half or 30 something.
It's just situations, like it's certain situations certain people don't fit certain situations, and certain people in sports, you always, it's a time when you peak with a situation. And I just think we ain't gonna see nothing else from Zion in New Orleans. You know what I mean? Like it's just figure it out. I don't know what's the best situation for him, but
I'm about to ask.
It may not be right now, but start those conversations, because if he really don't want to be there, I'm not saying that he don't, but if he really don't want to be there, then that has to be, let's work on this the right way.
Where can Zion go and be successful, bro? Based on like the
Zion is 20,
the system they running.
20.
He's younger than 25.
Yeah. No. I'm saying like
this man still got years, bro.
Yeah.
Like this ain't shit. He's in the beginning of his career.
Right.
Like he's still developing. Like he's still figuring it out, as far as like there's still more experience for him. You get what I'm saying? He's what, 3rd year, 4th year?
Something like that. Yeah.
Right? So what we
19.
see from Zion is what we're gonna get. Right? That's his game. That's his style of play.
I guess
he still can play the game though.
Right.
So sometimes y'all get out of a situation. I don't condone him asking for the trade, but like you ask me who, like I would like to see him in Charlotte with LaMelo and some other young excitement.
You probably have to trade LaMelo to get him.
No. You can make it work. You can figure it out. You can figure it out.
Bridges or something.
Because his value may not be as high as we think it is.
Yeah.
So you could put pieces together. You get another team in, because the value is not what the masses think it is.
It's wild, bro. Like if you would have asked
internally, it's not.
2-3 years ago when Knicks fans was thirsting for Zion to come to New York.
Knicks fans take Zion right now without a blink.
Oh, 1,000%. I'm just saying the trade package that he would have demanded then compared to the trade package he's probably going to demand now is insane a little bit.
Which is why the Knicks did a hell of a job. Leon did a hell of a job of orchestrating those picks and putting them in a situation, putting the product on the court, but also allowing the Knicks to actually play ball too, because they can play ball now, and they got pieces that if they was serious about getting somebody like a Zion, then they can play ball with New Orleans.
Yep. But as far as a team though,
I like Charlotte, bro. I like Charlotte.
I like Charlotte, but I want to see Zion somewhere where like a franchise that's known for like keeping their teams healthy. Like I think him in Phoenix could be interesting. Like Phoenix has a wonderful like medical team apparently. Like I just think of the year Shaq was over there and he was injured all the time, and then like he goes to Phoenix and has like one last like
it's the weather,
pretty good season.
The weather,
maybe he needs to go somewhere with
medical staff. Medical staff is super dope.
Right,
it's the weather. When you getting that good weather, man,
it's like sun in them.
The joint start loosening up. Like you know what I mean. You good.
I just want to see him on the court, man. Like
I want to see him with some excitement. I want to see him like playing alongside somebody that's young like him, somebody who's coming up, somebody who we can grow together. Like they can start their own little 1-2 punch down there. We just almost the same age, damn near the same age.
Spurs?
We are in kind of the same trajectory and situation as far as our next step. It has to be a winning type of situation. So Charlotte have to figure out how to put winning products. So you got to make a splash. Go make a move for Z.
I got a stupid hypothetical trade. Would you trade Zion Williamson for Joel Embiid right now?
Nah.
2 guys.
Nah. It goes downhill for Joel after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're not going to take
Philadelphia,
you're not going to take it serious if you Joel. You're going to get down. You're not going to take it serious
in New Orleans.
Yeah, and it's going to go downhill from there.
All right, Melo, last episode, you got into your commissioner bag when we start talking about improving the NBA schedule by shortening it. A lot of people on our comments weren't too happy about that.
That don't talk about, man.
Take a pay cut. All this money.
Always cut down the money.
Yeah. Building off of that momentum, though, the people want to know. I know you got a ton of rules you would change about the league if you got a chance to. What rule would you implement if you were the commissioner today?
I wouldn't change shit. Like, I ain't really trying to figure out what new ways and shit to add on. Nah, I wouldn't. The game is the game. Maybe I'm just stuck on that, but like the game is a game. Like, what else you want to?
You don't want the 4-point line?
They already shooting 4-pointers, so you might as well get credit for it.
Yeah, 4-point line might be fun though. That's gonna be lit.
You might as well get credit for it.
Dog.
But they shooting from the hash mark anyway.
It's crazy. Yeah, they doing logo threes,
well.
regular walk up.
Yeah.
So you might as well get credit.
I only have two radical rule changes: the 4-point line, and I think and one dunk should be automatically 3 points. Like if you catch a body,
you don't got to shoot the free throw.
You don't got to shoot the free throw. You just get the point.
Oh, I ain't mad at that.
I like that.
Hey,
I like that.
I ain't mad at that.
You got to yell and one though. And one.
Yeah, like
only on a dunk though.
A contact dunk. It has to be like a specific, like you got a body, like just eat anything that
Like
makes the ref go eat. Just 3 points.
Chest to chest, balls to balls.
So you get okay.
That's my only radical change if I was commissioner of the league.
Automatic 3 points.
Dog, but listen to this though. You're watching your favorite team, your favorite NBA team, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're down 3 points, and you have you're up 3 points. The other team has the ball.
Yeah.
There's 3 seconds left on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They shoot a 4-pointer
Mm-hmm.
and get fouled.
Mm-hmm.
You not punching a hole in the wall, dog?
Yeah, but it's the same thing as what they would say, guard the 3-point line.
But that
you just have to guard the 4-point line.
That 5 point swing, bro. That's nuts.
But see, that's the beauty of the 3-point dunk, though, right? Because if you down 3, you either got to guard the shot, or if you got Shaq down low, just be like, get a 3. You know what I mean? Or you just get out the way.
Damn.
Like maybe the good defense is like, just let him get the dunk. Like, are you going to challenge it? Are you not? Like, what plan do you do to combat that 3?
So a 2-pointer is obsolete at this point.
It's obsolete. Your mid-range from Morant from last week, it's cooked.
Like I'm about to do the mid-range league, man.
The midi league will go crazy.
No 3-point line in my league. I'm telling you,
the midi league will go nuts.
No 3-point line.
The court is 19 feet long.
No,
mid-range to mid-range.
No, we do full court, but no 3-point lines.
No 3, just blank.
Just like the key, taking it back.
No key. Take
it all the way back before the 3-point line. No threes.
There's no paint basketball. Just
I low key fuck with that.
No threes though. I said my league. What I would do.
The Melo Mid-Range Association.
Listen, the midi league.
Hey,
no threes.
Run it up.
No threes. Like, bro, just work on your skill. That's my league.
2 dribbles?
No, you can play. Just no 3-point line.
Yo, that's creativity, yo.
So you got to win.
You know
You can't just come down and pull a 3 to win. You got to really get a bucket. You got to really score to get 2 points. You got to really.
I'd add to. You know how I add to it, yo? I'd get like judges scorecards. So like not only do you get a point, but you get style points also. So like, yeah, that was a 2-pointer. But you got crossed, you dropped a little bit.
See, so plus one.
See, 2K and shit. You see, that's what he want to. Maybe that's where it's going.
That's what's gonna happen. You know? Like we gonna get the AI joints to be like, the ankles are broken. Those are 2 extra points. The spin move, you know what I mean? Get all
just calculate all this shit.
Calculate it up.
My league.
Get the my player points.
It's not a necessarily professional league. It's just.
It's 2 opposite. It's
you can do it at the YMCA. We can do it at the Boys and Girls Club, the Rec Center, any league, any house league, any runs. Just a gym with no lines.
Midi league, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Just a gym with no lines.
We fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
The old Hoosier court.
That's it, bro. Just the paint. So you know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So we fucking with that.
Figure it out.
You know what I mean? And you fucking with this. It's America's #1 segment on America's #1 show. You heard?
Talk to him.
7 p.m. in Brooklyn. And this is fucking with it or fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get it started, champ. Let's go, baby. We back.
Drake dropped the official music video for No Care, one of the standout songs from his collab album with Party Next Door. Actually, a really, really good album. From Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's cameo to the hard-hitting choreo to the owl symbolism, it's definitely got the internet talking. Fucking with it or fuck out of here. Drake is back.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
song,
Baby
man.
girl, let me see you do your dance, your twirl. Yo, I feel like, bro. Like, and it sounds like I'm a hater, but I'm not, bro. I just love music. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I think, bro, Drake is undeniable, B. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that motherfucker just makes music that as soon as you step into some sand, Anywhere that there's an open bar,
racially ambiguous woman.
you know what I'm saying? Like little 4C.
That's a Drake scene right
like, it's happening, bro. It's happening. You go to the strip club, shorty want to come out and think about her baby father and shit. There's throw Marvin's Room on and shit. I think I'm fucking with it, bro. I think Drake is back. You know what I mean? I think he was never really gone to begin with. You know what I'm saying? I think it was just had the battle with Kendrick, you know what I mean? And that was like a Jay Nas moment where Hov didn't fall off after he battled Nas. It was just Nas got boosted up. So I think...
Or Nas didn't fall off.
Right.
However way you look at it.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah. So it's just like it was a win-win for both of them. I think, it sounds crazy to say, but I think this is a win-win for both of them. Because, come on, dog. Drake just he's going to come back and make some more house music. You know what I'm saying? Little house party situation, you know?
Yeah.
Yo, baby girl, you know what's up? Type of music.
You fuck with it.
I fuck with the record, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah,
the Sexy Songs for You project is solid. You know, like I think this was kind of like a test to be like, all right, they still fucking with me. Like they still like.
People still fuck with Drizzy though. People still fuck with Drake.
Yeah, but it's still, it was, Super Bowl, all that shit. Like it was a period.
It was a stretch. It was a stretch.
He had to tread water for a couple months. You know what I mean?
Oh, you had to pivot.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did, bro.
You got to pivot and you got to go
talk to the ladies
elsewhere, and you got to go Australia. You know what I mean? You got to go down under and go over the waters and.
They ain't get that news yet.
You got to recalibrate. You know what I mean? Shit was happening too quick. Shit was happening too fast. You got to recalibrate because you thinking this shit happening, that's happening, that move happening. It's like you can't catch every move that's happening. So you got to just, you got to go find your space again. And he did that. So I don't want to say he's back, but,
I mean, the song's everywhere. It's out there. It's not like it's not a flop. Like it's out there.
I was about to say,
so
man.
if this flopped, like if the song came out and he had no smashes on it at all, then I'd be like, all right, maybe it's wrong. But no, Kid's a smash. Like, what are you gonna say, man?
There's a couple joints on there, man. Hey, listen,
I think we need that though. Like we need, you know what I mean? Like I think the industry need Drake.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like it needs his
energy,
his sound. Yeah. It needs his, it needs his sound. It needs him. It needs the Drake aura. You get what I'm saying?
Summertime, right around the corner, man.
You know what I mean? Drake is a staple artist in this industry. So in this, like he plays a pivotal part in this industry.
Yeah.
Listen.
So you need that.
It's April right now.
The dude makes great music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the battle was what the battle was. He got handed to him.
I want to see you get back up. Like you know what I mean? You get knocked down at times. Like you get knocked down and you have to pivot and you have to adapt and you have to figure shit out. You know what I mean? That one thing we realize in those moments is that we don't have it all figured out. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So we got to take a step back and move over to the side and just let that energy surpass and move on, and then now find my own pocket.
And he can still kind of play the part of like he hasn't really come back yet because this was a collab album. You know what I mean? Like when he drops that next full Drake project,
you got plausible deniability. Like,
I was just playing around with this one.
That was just that was my man.
You know the flow of Drake though. You know the rhythm of him. I'm gonna drop this right here. Boom. I'm gonna drop this one right here. Boom, and then come with an album. So everybody's gonna be anticipating the album, even if they don't want to anticipate. They're gonna say they don't want to anticipate it.
Yeah.
Or they not. They're gonna be anticipating the Drake album.
I'm gonna predict the future right now. Drake and Young Thug gonna drop a collab album, and it's gonna go crazy. And then it's gonna be like, they're gonna forget all about the whole beef shit. Watch.
Yeah, beef is, if it's real beef, it's real beef. Then that's something they gotta deal with. If it's not real beef and it's some bullshit, then
I think it's pretty real between those guys.
Between who though?
Some shit, yeah.
I thought you were talking about Kendrick and Drake.
No, not that. No, not that. I'm saying all the other energy. Like we talking about musically. Niggas want to hear a Drake and Future. Like niggas want to hear Drake, Future, and Thug. Niggas want to, you know what I mean?
Natural.
Like niggas want to hear that, but I don't think it's gonna. It might not happen. You know what I'm saying? And if it don't, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna make great
put that on the prop bet. Drake, Thugger.
That's low-key the wackest part of this whole beef, man. It's like now I feel like I need a map to see who's cool with who to make what song together. You know what I mean?
It's like gang affiliations.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, man.
Yo, can I wear this hat on this block?
When they all just did records together. It's fun.
That just goes to show you stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane, find your flow. Stay out of other niggas' lanes. Not Drake, but just in general, anybody. Just find your lane and stay in your lane. When you start crossing over lanes and shit, and then you start butting in and trying to get into other lanes, and that's when you get into other people's conversations, other people's problems. Nah.
Speaking of other people's conversations, other people's problems, not staying in your lane, wilding out. A whole ass brawl broke out.
I like that right there.
Yeah. In Minnesota Timberwolves and the Pistons, 7 ejections, including Wolves assistant coach and Knicks legend Pablo Prigioni. He stole your cookies.
P, my man.
You know what I'm saying? He said, no, please, stop these. Stop these. No, put this. No, stop these. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know what I mean? JB Bickerstaff, another OG, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And players like Nas Reed, Dante, Big Ragu. Hey, how you doing?
Man, Ragu was in the middle of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Isaiah Stewart.
Surprise, surprise.
Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Was in the mix.
Not my Isaiah Stewart.
What?
In a violent altercation?
Dog, I saw somebody on Twitter say that he run like Isaiah Pacheco. I started dying, bro. That shit was crazy. Listen, the fight, it gave me flashbacks, you know what I'm saying, of the Malice at the Palace. You know what I mean? Like, fucking with it or fuck out of here. Beef stew, fighting is bad for the game. Or is it like, yo, nah, fuck it, bro. Like, we need that energy. We need that, like, that goon energy. You know what I'm saying? That the Charles Oakley, you know what I'm saying? Energy.
It's 2 parts of that, though. This is real shit. It's two parts of that. It's a part of that part of the game is missing, right? Like just every decade always had that guy or those guys just gritty, grimy, just want to fight all day.
The enforcer.
You know, it's like, so this era for the longest, who has it been? Draymond has been that guy in a sense, right? It's like the guy who just, he like the guy who start trouble and shit. Like, you know, kick you and shit. You know what I mean? Choke you out. Like, he played too much. You get what I'm saying? That's Draymond.
You know we're going to get the montage of all the Draymond.
Yeah, that's my guy. You know the old UFC Kung Fu movies. Fuck! You know what I mean? So it's like this era, like this generation, they need somebody with that type of energy that these niggas that go out there and play against, they fear that. They know what's, like you just said, oh shit, Isaiah again. If you saying that as a fan, imagine what's being said internally in the NBA.
On the bench,
right? In the NBA, you're going to play like, yo, you got to protect ourselves today. Like, you got to,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Hold your head. Don't do nothing dumb. You got to have these conversations.
You on the whiteboard now.
Right.
Like,
So
Isaiah
now,
Stewart might try and get a little.
Right. He's going to get physical with you. Don't feed into it.
Right.
That's what you tell your guys. But that's his game. And he's found his role for that in Detroit. So I think the game is needed. On the flip side of that, there got to be some type of controlled chaos in a sense, because you are going berserk. I love Zay. I love my guy, man. I love my guy, but this champ is going berserk. Oh, you put the buffs on and just you on your Detroit shit right now,
bro.
Chill out. They gonna listen. Yo, hey, Meta World Peace, go holler at Shorty, man. Like, real shit. Like, go holler at Shorty, man, because you know, once you get that stigma on you and that tag on you, it's hard to rip that tag off. So I love the physicality and I love the aggressive and I love the rah, let's get to it, and I'm protecting my guys, and I love all of that shit. But when they start cutting that, cutting into your check, now you're gonna start to feel it.
Right.
And now you're gonna start thinking twice. You get what I'm saying? You're already on the verge of getting suspended. You got suspended twice. You got text. You got this. You like, slow down, Tito. You understand? I'm just saying, like, slow down. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Just slow down. Your team need that energy. Yeah. And as you can see, it's feeding off to the other guys on the team. Right? That's the energy that we gonna take. If our guy is We're going to support our guy.
Yeah.
The coach is like that too, though. The coach is with whatever too. Like, you know what I mean? Like JB is on his shit too. So black man, he talking that talk in there. Like we Detroit, y'all, we been the laughing stock. We fuck everybody. So if we gotta fight, we gotta fight. And whoever don't like it, don't like it. But what comes with that, then you start looking at that check, you like, damn.
I was about to say, man. So not for nothing.
But then you can hurt the team too. Like that's why I say you gotta be controlled. You gotta understand when to do it, when not to do it, when to be aggressive, when to, you gotta have a feel for the game. Like guys like Rasheed Wallace, even though he barked at the referees all the fucking time, he knew. And everybody else knew this nigga gonna get one tech. I don't know when. He's gonna get a tech. After that tech, we know he locked in. So yeah, she go get your tech. Because once you get that tech, nigga, you know you locked in over here.
Right.
Like,
and
they understood that. But it was controlled chaos with Draymond. It's controlled chaos. He's so smart that it's controlled chaos. He just get besides himself. And he get in the moment and he start L'ing niggas out and he start
yo, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
This is putting the fucking
you start getting
the freaky Zeke nigga. Had the nigga
his head over here, his legs over here, swung his body. I turned into the gun and all that. But it's like we need that. When teams came in to play against Oakland, those guys, like, and I don't want to keep going, throwing it back to the eras, but like it's certain things in the game of basketball and just the sport that you really need to be a part of the sport. And that's one of them. The physicality needs to be a part of the sport. It's going to always be one standout guy who just will run through a brick wall and just foul somebody and just utilize their 6 fouls and just fight whoever. And like if that's on your team, you would love that. But then it would come a point where it's like, I have to sit down, come on, champ, like you fucking us up now.
Right.
You putting us in fucked up positions. If you get suspended off of text and thrown out and all that shit, we might not have a chance to win the game.
We need them 10 rebounds.
Right?
Man.
So now you got to just be smart of how you approach. You can't come into every game thinking you Mike Tyson punch out.
He really, my son really do though, bro. He been trying to get at it.
I love it, but
he be like,
nah, champ, let's save them ducats, man. Let's, do that shit in the playoffs.
It's your word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do that in the playoffs. Like, that's when I would want to see it.
Right.
When the game slow down and somebody going to get a layup and no layup rules.
Fuck out of here.
Let's hold that part of the game down in the playoffs.
Now I've never missed a game check or anything like that, but
it hurt.
I was about to ask you, like,
It hurt.
they for all that fracas, Isaiah Stewart lost 2 games. I want to say he was out for 2 games, something like that.
That's a check.
Is there something? I mean, what's the dollar amount on like it's worth having this reputation as my team, knowing that like, all right, I'll take these 2 games, knowing that when you play the Pistons, you went for a dogfight, like.
You ain't got nobody backing that dollar amount though. That dollar amount, nobody's investing in that dollar amount.
And
that
nobody on the team
is coming out your pocket. Like now, if the team was saying we gonna pay the fines and all that,
go for it.
That's cool. Okay, we got a pot of money over here for this wild guy. We know he'll get texted. We know he'll get ejected. We know this is a pot for Isaiah Stewart. That would be me investing into my guy.
They writing it off
As a team, I will put a separate pot to the side.
The Isaiah Stewart Fund?
The Isaiah Stewart Fund. I know he's going to get text. I know he's going to get fined. And I'm cool with that. When that comes out, I don't come out of Isaiah because he's doing it for us.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice little pot over there. Boom, keep that.
Yeah, whatever you was going to throw in the car game, bro, throw it in the jar.
Keep that. Keep that. So I'm cool with, if they're going to support him doing that, if they're going to pay those fines, then
Cade Cunningham should be the lead investor in that. Because he's coming these playoffs.
Bro, that's like his left guard, bro.
He's going to need somebody to be taking the minutes.
They should put a GoFundMe account up and for Isaiah Stewart, that pot.
The whole city of Detroit,
The whole city of Detroit. Just make a pot for Isaiah Stewart. Like,
you walk into the arena,
but he should watch that, though. To the other flip side of that, he should watch that because it's nobody who's been in that position and that type of player and personality who haven't said that was the worst shit that they ever done in their career. Everybody who's been in those situations and that type of player has regretted being that type of player. right? At one point in time, because you lose so much being that type of player. So you got to be willing to say, fuck it, I'm just going to be this type of player, fuck everybody, and just walk. You know, you got to have that mentality. Or if not, you got to switch shit up.
You got to stop. You got to stop running for 5 games, bro.
Hey, I'm going to let you take us home today, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
welcome back.
baby. Yeah, you know what it is,
brother.
baby. You know, hey, the gang is here. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know who it is, baby. It's Carmelo Anthony, the God. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's Kaz. You can call him Kaz. I call him Kaz. We love him, baby. And it's your boy, the Kiyan, the Human Durag Flab. God damn it. This is 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, a Wave original. It's presented by FanDuel. Listen, I told y'all every single time I'm on this camera, like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment on the comment. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about earlier, don't comment. No, comment a lot. Fight in the comments.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And please remember, this is the most important thing. If you don't remember nothing else from this episode, remember this. Vote for us at the Webby.
Yes, that is a
7
fact.
p.m. We want to win the People's Voice Award for Podcast Featured Guest category. Cast your vote at .webbyawards.com. Vote.webbyawards.com. Vote.webbyawards.com. Go do that right now before I even finish this sentence, B. Stop playing with us. You know what I'm saying? This is 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, baby. It's a Wave original, goddamn. It's presented by FanDuel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Listen to the podcast everywhere that you got podcasts at. You know what I mean? At work, while you watching, while you driving, doing whatever you do. Like, share, review, give a thumbs up. If you put a thumbs down, I'm going to find you. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Kiyan, the Human Durag Flab. Signing off for the gang, baby. Let's go. 7 p.m.
Peace.